Okay guys, so congratulations for making it to the beginner's guide part 2. Okay, in this part we are going to build upon everything that we have learned in level 1, especially with the practical aspect of some of the things. So let's look at what we are going to learn in this session. We will discuss funds to trade with, types of trading accounts, how to open a demo account. We will also look at how to set up trading view, the market analysis, and then trade executions. We are going to put it into practice. How are you going to actually execute a trade? Now let's look at funds to trade with. When trading in Forex, psychology takes about 70% of your decision making. The state of mind that you're going to be in as a trader is very, very important when trading. Now, one aspect of trading that can hold your psychology is the funding. If you don't get the funding from the right source, then it's going to be very, very difficult for you to take control over your emotions. Your rent. So you have saved some money on the side that you know you're going to use to pay your rent. And you decide that, why not put this money into trading and double it? Then I can withdraw and use some to pay my rent. Should you really trade with your rent? Trading with your rent is really going to play on your psychology because you have a deadline. You have to raise some money at some point. So you are going to force yourself to take trades. And you want to take quality trades and not quantity. You don't want to take many trades, but you want to take trades that has the high probability of coming out with profits. So don't trade with your rent. That is my opinion. Bills. Maybe your electricity bills, internet bills, or some form of bills you have to pay, and then you decide you want to use the money to trade Forex. It is also not advisable because it's also going to play on your psychology. So don't trade with your bills. Fees. School fees. Trying to trade with your school fees and maybe get the money from trading to sort out the school fees later is very, very risky. I don't think it's something you want to do. It will not help your psychology in any way. So don't try to do this. Loan. Now, if you are unable to be profitable on a small account, there is no way you can be profitable on a big account. If you are not profitable on a $200, $300, $500, or $1,000 account, there is no guarantee you'll be profitable on a huge account. So, do not trade with loans. Don't go in for a loan to try to trade with. All right? Deposits. Anything I discuss on this channel or in this video or another video is not a financial advice. Should you trade with a deposit, like taking somebody's money or somebody giving you money to keep for them, and you decide you want to use it to trade? Now let me tell you this. I don't know which country you come from, but where I come from, it is illegal to take deposit and to try to trade with people's funds. Aside it being illegal, it will play on your psychology because you are going to promise them profits. You're going to give them a deadline. For example, you promise them 10% or 20% or 30% at the end of the month. What if the markets doesn't favor you within that month? So if you don't want to end up in the courtroom or behind bars, do not try to take deposit anywhere on this planet. What you can afford to lose. If losing the money is not going to cause you problems with your rent, with your school fees, with your home, your wife is not going to come like, hey man, right, don't want to go there. Then, cool. Even that, you should not risk 50% or 100% of your hard-earned money. So if your total savings is, let's say, 100K or 10K, even that, I will want to risk just 10%. But if you decide, okay, I have 10K, I know how to trade, I think I can double this account by the end of the month, I can make this amount. Yo, man, it might not end well, and you might regret this for a very long time. So yes, trade with funds you can afford to lose, because trading is risky. It's the same as the stock market. Any form of investment that you do, you are advised to risk what you can afford to lose. Simple as that. So don't just look at somebody becoming profitable and think it is going to be that easy, okay? It is very easy to trade when you know how to trade. But remember, your psychology can cause you to make emotional decisions that will cost you. And you can even blow your account. Because it's a free land. You are free to do what you want to do. Because nobody is there to set rules for you. You are going to set your own rules, which you will call your strategy. But it is your own rules and your own account. And once nobody is there to direct you, you can end up making some beautiful, silly decisions. So you don't want to take that risk, all right? Let's look at types of trading accounts. Now we have the demo account and then real or live account. A demo account is a type of account which is funded with counterfeit or fake money, if you want to call it, that enables you to practice or experiment with the trading platform and its various features before deciding to set up your live account. So you don't deposit money, so you cannot withdraw the money on your demo account because you didn't deposit. So as to whether it belongs to a broker or somebody behind the account, I don't know, but I'm not sure. It's just a demo account, okay? A real or live account is one that is funded with the trader's actual money. It is a real money. So you can deposit and you can withdraw on the real account. Technically speaking, trading on both the live and demo account is the same, but emotionally not the same. So bear in mind, when you are making success on the demo account, don't let it get to you to make you feel unbeatable, undisputed, untouchable. Man, it's going to play on your psychology if you let it get to you. In short, your demo account will allow you to backtest your strategies before applying on a live account. When you download the MT4, MT5 to your phone, this is an Android phone view. This is how it's going to display. Now when you try to swipe from the left, you see the demo in green badge at the top, and then when you try to swipe a real or live account from the left also, then you see the indication of the yellow badge with real or live account at the top, as you can see on the right. Okay, so it is always advisable to start practicing with a demo account before venturing live account. Okay, now how to open a demo account? All right, so let's go to my account and set up a demo account. To set up a demo account, it means you have created the account with the broker and done with the verification process. So you're going to find the link in the description to sign up with this broker, and then provide the personal information as discussed in part 1 of this course. After providing the personal information, you verify by uploading your ID and your bank statement, if that's what you have, or an utility bill. All right, then you now come to account, and then as you can see up here, they have the wallet account, live account, and then I also spoke about segregated account. So segregated account is like you deposit money and it comes to your wallet before you can transfer to your live account, right? Then now there's a demo account where we are going to set up a new demo account. All right, This one demo account here I set up some few minutes ago. So to set up your demo account, you click on open new demo account. Good. So once you click on open a new demo account, you have to fill this form. You select which platform you want to use to trade, and as a beginner you want to start with MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5. So MetaTrader 4 is okay, and then we have the raw spread and then standard account. So I want to go for standard account. And now currency is dollar. I like dollar. You can change it to whichever currency that you prefer, but I prefer trading with dollar. Now the leverage is 1:500, and this is IC market maximum leverage. However, I don't want to play around 1:500 on this trial. I want to choose 1:200. You can decide you want to go lower than that. All right. Now initial deposits for this trial, I want to choose 5K. All right. Now you proceed. So once you hit proceed, the account information will be sent to you. All right, so you get this notification here that is saying you have been successful in opening a demo trading account with IC Markets. An email has been sent to you with your trading account login details. If you have not downloaded the trading platform, please do so now from here. All right, or so either here or you come to the left where you see trading tools, then there is downloads. All right, you can find it there. So you can just click here from the message you got and then download MT4 or MT5 either to Windows, Android, iPhone, Mac, and etc. All right, so I have downloaded it already. So now let's go and check the email and log in with our new demo account. All right, and now this is my email. So these are the login credentials that were sent, and I am going to copy and paste them in the MetaTrader 4 from IC Market. All right, so the account login number, we are about to log into a new trading account. So log into trade account. I just have to paste the informations that were sent to me. Now let's paste the password and the server. Now if any of this information is not correct, then you are going to have troubles with actually being able to log in. So this is it. This is my server. I found it. All right, so let's log in. All right, so it sometimes might take a while, sometimes too it is instant, but it doesn't matter.
Incoming mail.
Good. I have the notification that tells me I have logged into the account. All right, now our account is set. Okay, so after downloading the terminal for the first time, it will appear with this default settings. You either leave it this way or customize to your preferred appearance. Okay, also to a beginner it might look very complicated at first, but the more you spend time with it, you become familiar with it. So let's do a little settings. Right click the chart and then you get this pop-up here. You come down to properties. All right, you click on properties and then you get this interface. Here you want to change the color. All right, so with the grid I want to go none. I don't want the grid to show, and the volume too I'll go none. Good. Now with the candlesticks, we have the bar up candle green, bar down I prefer red. Then we have bull candle. So since the bar up is green, then let's make the bull candle green as well. I think here it is lime. And then the bear candle is white. Let's change it to match the bar down, which is red. Okay, so at least now we have this. You can go to the next tab after colors. Here you have common. Yeah, and then show axe line. Yes. Show volumes, no. Show objects, show grid, nope. All right, so here we have it. So now our MetaTrader is set. Okay, so now Looking on the chart, we have a little arrow at the top left corner. On that arrow, when you click, it will enable your trade panel. You click again, it will turn off the trade panel. On the trade panel, you will see your bid and ask price, which is the selling price and then the buying price. In between the bid and ask, you have your lot size. All right, so if you want to adjust your lot size or set your lot size, that is where you will go. Now our MetaTrader is set, so we will go and set up a TradingView account for our technical analysis. All right, to set up your TradingView account, you just have to go to tradingview.com, and then it will bring you to the home page. Then you sign up. So here I have signed up already. All right, I have an account connected here. If not, you will see sign up or log in. Then you sign up to TradingView. Then after signing up, it will bring you to this page, and then you click on chat. All right, then once the page loads, you are going to see something like this. All right, for the first time. But I don't like to play around with the light theme, because as a trader, you'll be spending so much time by your computer. So you want to consider changing the light theme to a darker theme. So you go to the top left corner. So this top left corner, you click on this menu and then you scroll down. Here you can see dark color theme. Turn on the dark color theme. Now you see it. So once it is turned on, everything becomes dark, and that way spending much time with it will not really have any negative effect. Now that is not all. So you keep seeing no ads, charts, try for tech. Please, you can use TradingView for free all your life. You don't have to pay monthly anything or yearly anything. If you want to pay anything, you can wait, all right, for November, December to take advantage of the Black Friday promo. However, it's not compulsory. You can use it and you'll still be okay. You don't need a paid version of TradingView to become a successful trader. All right, if you get to the point, or if you get to the time where you will need it, you will know, and that time Forex will already be paying you. So another thing I would like to eliminate is volume indicators. It is creating noise. I don't like trading with indicators, so seeing this on the chart is like noise to me. So I want to eliminate it. So you right click and select remove, and there we go. So we have a clean chart now. Now that's not all. We are not here to trade stock. So looking at the watch list, the top right side of your screen, let me drag this and hide it. That's it, so that I can see everything here. Now I'm not here to trade indices or stocks or futures. I'm only here to trade Forex. So what do? At the right side of the symbol that has been listed, you can just exit out. So X everything, X everything, X everything. So I'm going to take off everything. All right. So now I have my symbols listed. Now another thing you want to do is to add the time frame. So to the top left corner, click on the D. To select your favorite time frame, you have to turn on the star by it. Okay, so I will want my minimum time frame to be 15 minutes. Then I want to add 30 minutes. So you just turn on the star to favorite it so that it will display at the top. So 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour, daily and weekly. All right, this is okay for the start. So if you think you want to start this way as well, then cool. All right, now you have the 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour, and 1 day and 1 week all highlighted up here. Now another thing you want to do is the tools. So looking at the left, there are so many tools over here. Now I also want to select the basic tools that I will use more often in analysis and etc. So to select these tools, you click on the small arrow by the tool that is displayed to see more. Okay, so Now I'm going to trend line tools. Now this trend line tools, I like to use the trend line. So I will select trend line, and then yes, so the trend line has been highlighted. You can see it's displaying on the chart now. That's the only tool I've favorited so far. Now I like to use the ray. I prefer horizontal ray, and then horizontal line. If you're a Fibonacci trader, then you come here and select which fib tool you like. So maybe fib retracement. Then you turn on the highlight to add it to your favorite list. So the next one, we have the geometric shapes. Here I like to choose rectangle and eclipse. So I'll tell you how we're going to use this. Don't worry. Another thing I would like to add to my toolbox is the long position and short position too. Very, very important. That's what you'll be using to gauge your entries, stop loss, and take profit. So this is a very useful tool that you want to add to your favorite tools. All right, so there we go. So there are a lot of tools that you probably want to explore, but for now we will keep it simple. Now our trading view is set, okay, and then we've selected a maximum of 3 forex pairs that we'll be focusing on. Okay guys, so before you take a trade, check what's happening on the economic calendar. All right, you have to be up to date with whatever is happening. You want to know what is actually happening in the next few minutes or hour, okay, which economic data is bound to be released before you make any decision on the market. So let's go back to our browser and then Forex Factory, and there we are now. Every time you download an economic calendar or open it via web, the first thing you should check is the time. So as you can see here, this time is in Eastern time. So you want to change it to your own local time. Now my time here, GMT UTC, is currently 7:40, but on this economic calendar clock, it is giving me -5, 7:40. All right, so you click on the clock so that you can adjust the settings. You can see this notification here that is telling you that the synchronized time does not match your device clock, so match automatically. So once you click, it is going to adjust the clock to your device clock. But then you can also do it manually by clicking on this, and then you select your time zone. I know my time zone is GMT UTC, but for the sake of those who want to do it automatically, let's just click match automatically and see what will happen. Good. You see, automatically match successfully. So it's selected GMT UTC, which is my time zone. So now let's save settings and get out. Before you take a trade, you visit your economic calendar and news forum to see what's going on here. So up here to the left, we have forum, trades, news, calendar, markets, brokers. So we came here purposely for news and calendar. When you click on the news, it displays which news headlines have popped up in the past minutes or hours, right? So everything that is happening that is going to affect the forex market will definitely be published here. Now, when you go to the economic calendar, you can see the news that you should expect. However, I mentioned in the part 1 that I like to filter down to the most important news. So for example, here you can see the yellow badge represents low impact news. The orange represents medium impact news, and then the red represents high impact news. However, the gray or ash is representing holidays, right? I like to leave it to like high impact and holidays, so at least you will know that not much is expected in the session of the said currency. So here we have the Japanese yen. There's a bank holiday. Now, to filter this, you have to go to the settings. So at the top right corner, there's a filter icon where you can change the settings to filter down to the high impact and probably just the holiday. So you click on it and then you untick the low impact and medium impact, right? Then you can also decide to untick some of these news, but then because I am going to focus on just the high impact, if any of them fall in the high impact, then I want it to pop up, right? So then I'm going to ignore the event types, and then I'm going to look through and be sure that the currencies that I'll be focusing on are just the major currencies. But looking in this list, I can see the Chinese yuan, CNY. So I'm going to untick it. So I'll leave just data that will be released on the major currencies. All right. Apply filter. Good. So now you can see that for this week, the high impact news are only ranging from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But we have 2 holidays within the week, which is Tuesday for the Japan, it's a bank holiday, and then Thursday for the US. So during their sessions, the markets will be less volatile. You don't be expecting much to happen during their sessions. All right. Good. So once you check out what news information is coming, you'll be on alert, you'll be on guard. So for example, if there's a news item on a certain currency and you are trading, you have it in the pair you are trading or you are about to trade, you pay attention and watch out for when it's going to be released. Sometimes the news can go in your direction. Sometimes the news will go against you. So always remember to use stop loss to protect your trade. Even if you forget to check the economic calendar before you execute the trade, make sure your stop loss is in place. All right, good. We are done setting up our economic calendar. So let's go back to trading view and then execute some trades. Now, we are not going to do any proper analysis. We are just going to execute trades. Okay, we are going to see how it looks like taking a buy order, how it looks like taking a sell order, and we'll be looking at the buy limit and sell limit and also buy stop and sell stop. So now you're done with your analysis and you want to take a buy order. Click on your long position tool and then you bring the mouse on the entry price where you want to execute the trade. And since this is an instant market execution, you bring it to the current price zone. All right. Then you click to release. Now you can see that the tool is showing you your entry price. So to the right, this is the gray color. You can change the color to any color that will be cool with you. All right. So here we have the gray color. That is the entry price. Now this is your stop loss that the tool has identified, but the tool is not doing anything for you. It is up to you to adjust to fit in. And this is the take profit price, the one in green above the entry. Now to take a buy order, and probably your stop loss is going to be below this zone, right? And then our take profit is going to be above the entry, obviously. All right, so this is a 1:2.53 risk to reward. All right, 1:2.53. Now the most important thing that you are here is to identify your stop loss in pips. How much pips are you risking? And this pips at risk is your entry price against your stop loss. So it means that this entry of 1.3385 minus the stop loss of 1.33436, right? Then that will give you 41.4 pips. All right. Now I like to adjust it a little bit so that I'll have a round figure. So I'll rather extend it to 42. All right, 42 pips. So now you can also do this by clicking on the tool, and then you get this pop-up here that is giving you settings of the tool. All right, so I click on the settings icon and then I come for stop level. Okay, then I will adjust it to 4. So this is in point. The ticks are in point. All right, that's the stop level. They are in point. So you want to adjust it. So I want it to be 420 points or 42 pips. Good. Then done. This is one of the main reasons why you are using Trading Views, because of this tool. This tool can help you identify your stop loss in pips. There are so many ways to identify this, but this is one of the easiest way that you will want to use. All right, and then your take profit is above here. For me, I don't really focus on my take profit. My main focus before executing a trade is my entry point and then stop loss first. That's my first exit point, because stop loss is the only way you can remain profitable if things even go wrong in the market. We are done with a buy order. So for a sell order, you click on your short position tool, and then you also click on the current price to identify your sell order. All right. Now your stop loss is going to be up here, which is around 30 pips. So I'm going to use the settings tool to adjust the stop loss here again. 30 pips exactly. Good. There we have it. All right, so this is where my stop loss is going to be, and then the take profit is going to be somewhere below, right? Good. So now we have it. So this is where you're going to go in the trade, and then your pips at risk is 30. Remember, this is the most important thing. So this is how you're going to be playing around your Trading View after analyzing the market. This is a live market, and some traders will be looking for a sell trade here because, one, the market is on a downtrend, and then the price has made a pullback. So Fibonacci traders will be taking trades around this area, and then order block traders will also be looking for entries around this area, because on this chart, this 1 hour order block. However, this is not why we are here. We will have this in a subsequent video. I'll teach you how to analyze the market and a whole lot in another video. All right, so this is just for a buy order and then a sell market order. Okay, now let's move on to how to set a buy limit order. With the buy limit order, you're expecting that the price will drop before it goes up. So you click on the long position tool and place it at your entry point. All right, and then you adjust your stop loss to wherever you want that to be. So let's adjust the price here to 25 pips. Good. So with this trade, we are anticipating that the price is going to go up. However, it will come down before it will go up. So in this case, if you are wrong on the trade and the price continue to fall, you exit at this stop loss price. All right, that is why you have it to the right. This is the price, 1.33304. So you pick this information, which is the pips at risk, to your position size calculator to determine which position size to execute on the trade, so that you risk your predetermined amount. So if you are deciding that, okay, on every trade you want to risk 1% or 0.5%, you will do that. So we will look at an example of this on the position size calculator before we move to the execution on the MetaTrader app. All right, so this is it for buy limit orders. Now let's look at sell limit. So with the sell limit orders, you are anticipating that the price is going to go down. However, you want it to make a pullback to the upside before it starts going down. All right, so this is our price coming here. It's coming back up. The price will come up into this region before it starts heading down. Now this, or you want to sell at a better price. Okay, so with this, you're going to use the sell limit order. So with the sell limit, you click on your short position and then you release at your entry zone, right? That is where your entry is going to be. And then you have your stop loss sitting up there at 34 pips, but I like to adjust to 30 pips. All right, to adjust to 30 pips, you change the current ticks, and then that's it. Okay, good. So now our stop loss is in 30 pips, and then our take profit is gonna be If 90 pips, then you have your risk to reward at 1:3, something like that, right? Good. So this is it for a sell limit order. All right, let's move on to a buy stop and then sell stop. So with the buy stop, you're anticipating that the price will probably break this resistance zone and continue going up. You're anticipating that the zone gets broken and then the price continue to go up. Good. So this is what you're going to do. You bring your long position to your entry point, and then your stop loss probably will be below the structure. All right, don't worry about the pips, how much pips we are risking. We are just looking at how to go long and short, remember. Okay, so something like that. All right, once the price goes up to this entry price, your order will be triggered. So your stop loss, you still have to do your position size calculation so that you know that you are risking 1% or 0.5%. So that once the market trigger your order and doesn't go in your direction, you want to exit quickly with that loss. That is risk management. So you are anticipating the market will go up. You've seen a turning point, or you've seen the reversal pattern, and then you think you've seen enough, and all falls within your criteria of taking a long trade, right? Then you execute a buy stop order. That way, when the market goes up, it will trigger your entry and continue to go in your direction, and you take profit up there, right? Good. Now, the sell stop order. So the sell stop order is an order set below the current market price, anticipating that the price will continue to drop once it crosses that order. So this time we are looking at this support area being broken, and we believe that once that level is broken, the price will continue to go down. So once this support is broken, the price will continue to fall. So this is what we are anticipating. Now you click on your short position tool, and then you have your stop loss above the previous structure, something like that, right? You're anticipating that the market will continue to go down. Good. So this is how you catch a trade where the market is going down. So this is it for orders. You are now going to place the trade on your MetaTrader. All right, so now let's use the position size calculator to determine our risk, to determine the lot size we will use on the trade. So after doing your analysis on the chart, you do your position size calculation before you execute the trade on the MetaTrader app. Okay, so let's look at how to do that. So in this example, our account currency is dollar. Our account balance is 5K. So we enter 5K. Now, percentage at risk is 1%. That is how much we are going to risk on this trade. And then the stop loss in pips. From our first example, we want to risk 42 pips. Now, currency pair was sterling dollar. Now you are done. All you do is to hit calculate, and there you have it. So to risk 1% of 5K, which is $50, you should execute your trade at the lot size of 0.12. So we will proceed to the MetaTrader app and execute trades with 0.12. All right, so let's go. Let's look at the easiest way to execute a trade on the MetaTrader app. One way to do this is to come to the chart and turn on the trade panel. So with this, it is a one click to get your order executed. All right, with a bid and ask price. So whether you are buying or selling, you choose one of the bid and ask prices to execute your trade. With the market orders, click the sell or the buy price to execute your trade, and then you make sure your lot size is set. Also, another way you can do this is to press F9 on your keyboard to launch your execution panel. With this pop-up, you can decide to change the symbol you are trading, the volume or lot size. This is where you are going to set it, right? And then we have the stop loss price, the take profit price. And if you want to leave a comment for future reference, then you can type your comment here. Now, this same execution interface, you can change the type of order you want to execute. You can change from the market execution to pending orders. Now, when you select pending orders, then you now come and select a buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, or sell stop. So let's say you wanted to do a buy limit, and you now enter the price at which you want your order to be triggered at. Add your stop loss and take profit as well before you execute your trade. All right, so this way you get your order executed. Or let's look at another way. Now, on the left are your symbols. You can right click and select new order. It will also bring up the same execution interface which we looked at already. There are so many ways you can go about things when you come to trading. I like to use the chart, so let's look at how I execute trades on the chart. Because we did an analysis on market execution, the price might have changed. However, the lot size and then the amount of pips at risk cannot change. So if the entry price is different, make sure that the pips at risk remains the same, and that was 42 pips, so that we will end up losing 1% if the trade goes against us. So now let's look at this example. First is the buy order. Now you have to enter the lot size that we got from the position size calculation, and that was 0.12. It means that we want to reach just 1%, but for 42 pips. So let's execute buy. Okay, so whenever you are trying to execute a trade for the first time, you get this disclaimer, and then you have to read the terms and condition. One of the most lied about. Yes, I accept these terms and conditions because I've read it before. So you too have to take the time to read it. I'm not lying. I've read it before. I know you think I'm lying. All right. So that's it. So now you have to go back and click it again because the disclaimer popped up, and then we had to accept the terms. And there we go. Now we are in the trade. So you have to quickly set your stop loss. Now there are so many ways you can set the stop loss. One, come to the trade terminal, which is below here, and like I just double clicked, and then this popped up here. Okay, then you can also right click and decide you want to modify. One of the easiest way I do is I click on, so on this chart you cannot see the line of the buy order, but you can see it because the market price is around that area. But once you bring the mouse on, you get the drag to modify thing, right? Good. So I'm going to click on the line, the entry price or the entry line, and drag below. So now you can see that to the left, you can see that it is telling me how much in pips I want to risk on this trade, and then the amount. Now listen carefully. This pips here is supposed to be points. All right, so this is 14.5 pips and not negative 145. So you have to drag till you get to the correct pips at risk, which is 42. Good. So I think we are almost there, something like that. Yep. Now our trade has been modified, and let me show. So if it go against us, it will be negative 50.52. If you want it to be accurate, maybe you should consider right clicking, then click on modify. All right, then you adjust the stop loss price so that it will give you exactly 42 pips. So this is 42.1 pips, and it's almost like the same. So I'm gonna leave it like that. Then you can also click and drag the entry price to the top side to give you your take profit price. So it looks pretty easier when you just click and drag instead of going to enter the numbers. So when you click and you are dragging, you will see the price on the left. You see it's displaying the price. So now you know how to execute a buy trade. All right, so taking a sell trade is also pretty simple. Once you have identified your lot size, you input it at the top left corner where you have the volume. We will maintain the 42 pips difference in this example and execute the sell order. Now it's the same thing as the buy order we looked at. If you want to modify the position and add in your stop loss and stuff, so I will just click on the entry and drag to the top, which will give me the stop loss. Since we are selling this time, I have to hide the trade panel to be able to see the correct numbers. So this is it, 50. Good. So it gave me 50.4. And yes, you should adjust till you get the correct figure. All right, so this is 50.4 and then 42 pips exactly. All right, so $50.4 at risk. So yes, on this trade too, the same thing. If we lose, we are losing just 1% of the account. And then to set the take profits to, you can just click and then drag to the south, right? Yeah. Now, because we can't go down on this time frame, I have to change. And so what you should do is click on the running position and then modify, or you double click to pop up the modify interface. Then you input the take profit figure to what it is that you had on the chart. Okay, then you hit modify and that's it. So we now have a take profit and then stop loss set. Okay, now that's it. So now let's close this trade and go on to the limit orders. All right, now what I do with the chart here is I just right click on the chart where I want to place my buy limit or sell limit. So buy limit, we understand that we want to buy at a lower price so that the price will go up. All right, so to set a buy limit order, you just bring the mouse to the price, your entry price level, right click, and then it will give you this interface. You go up to the very top where you see the buy limit order, then you hit on buy limit. Good. Now your order has been executed. So here, to adjust the order price, so we want the order to be triggered at 1.3351. Assuming that is not the point you want to really go in the trade, you can click on the order line and adjust. So now the price has changed to 1.3347 because we adjusted it. Now you cannot adjust to change your stop loss or TP, or add stop loss or TP like we did on the instant or market orders. All right, so you now have to double click to get the pop-up to modify, or right click as I did previously. So now you can add the stop loss price. You also have to add your take profit. All right, so you do the same thing. You double click the order to give you the interface and wipe out the numbers and enter exactly where you want the take profit to be. All right, so something like that, 1.34500, then modify. Good. So you can see the take profit here. Now if you want to enter at a different price, it's pretty simple. You just have to look for your order line and drag. So you drag to modify. Now this time around, it is going to drag the stop loss and take profit along, right? Yes, because it's a pending order. So you just probably want to change your adjust your entry price. So this is why I love to use the computer to execute trades. It's pretty simple when trying to adjust the price. The only thing that will be changed is the entry price and then exit price. All right, good. Now let's proceed. All right, so to cancel this order, come down to the trade panel, and then to the right you can see the X on the order. Yeah, just exit, and that's it. Your order has been cancelled. Now a sell limit order. So we already know that sell limit is for orders that we are planning to sell but at a better price above the current market order, right? So we want a better price. So the current market order is this, but we want to execute our sell limit order above. So it means we think the price will come up before it start falling, like we saw in the example already. So to set a sell limit order, the easiest way, again, like we did with the buy limit, you simply come up to the entry area, right click, and then hit sell limit. And then remember, it will use the same lot size that you have set already in the volume area where you adjust your lot size on the chart on the MetaTrader, right? Because you have set this already. So you just click on the sell limit and then it will tell you which lot size, and then it will tell you which price. Then you hit sell limit. Now the same way, if you want to modify TP and SL, you double click again and then you input your SL price. So this time I'm going to input the stop loss 1.3440. Now let's see what we'll get. Yes, so now we have our stop loss set. Now to modify it, you can click and drag, and then our stop loss has been modified. So now for TP, you cannot click the order and drag like we did on the instant execution. You have to go on the modification interface. So you double click the order, and then you have the modification interface open. Now you click on TP price, double click, and then you want to adjust your TP price. Okay, good. If the order gets triggered and then the price goes up to this price line, then it means we are going to lose $50. However, if the order gets triggered and price continue to come down, then it means we are going to take profit. That's if the price gets to this price zone, we are going to take profit with $138. All right, now the buy stop and then sell stop. So now let's close this order. The buy stop, we already know that we are anticipating that the price continue to go up. So let's look at how it is done. Now with a buy stop tool, you can click in that area where you want to execute your order. Now you go to trading this time and then select a buy stop, and then your trade has been executed. So now let's go to double click, and then we have the pop-up where we're going to enter the stop loss and then the TP. All right, you already know how to enter the stop loss and TP, so let's get out. To do a sell stop order, you also bring the mouse to the area where you want to execute your sell, right click, and then go to trading, then you select sell stop, and there we go. Before you come to the MetaTrader to try to execute trades, make sure you have identified your entry point, exit point, which is the stop loss, and take profit. Now the most important exit point is your stop loss, so that when you are wrong, you get out quickly. Here comes the end of the beginner's guide part 2. Check out my other videos for how to remain profitable as a trader, things to do to become a profitable trader, things not to do so that you don't go blowing accounts. Trust me, you're going to enjoy watching these videos, learning, and then trying to make money on the side with whatever you do. All right, so hey guys, thank you, and then subscribe to the channel if you have not done that yet. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out any of the important tips that I'll be sharing with you with regards to forex trading and cryptocurrencies. Welcome to my channel. See you in the next video. Salute.